Hey everyone, Random Nintendo Guy, back for episode 2 of Play Store Ripoff Games. If you're wondering where episode 1 is, it's actually on the channel I have with my friends, Dry Ice Guys. Link will be in the description. Now, to the video. Have you ever wanted to play Splatoon, but your lame mom won't buy you a Nintendo Switch, and all you have is that crappy Android phone? Well, I don't think I can help you, cause I'm sure whatever we get into will probably be cursed, but let me try anyways. So first up on the list is Color Hydrant Die Battle. Released May 11th, 2023 by, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. This game is actually very new at the time of me recording this video. In fact, it doesn't even have its rating listed yet. Upon opening the game, it takes me into a very short tutorial that is straight and to the point. One of the funniest things about this game is that it has no music. All you can hear is the sound of the weapons. With that out of the way, let's get into the controls and gameplay. So the controls are pretty simple. On each side of the screen, you have an analog stick. The left stick is used to move around, while the right stick is used to fire your weapon in the desired direction. Near the right stick, there is a button, and that is used to swim in your paint color. As far as gameplay goes, this game is like a simplified version of Splatoon. It is a 3-team match, each team consisting of 3 members. It wants you to think you're playing online with other people, but I'm pretty sure these are just bots. Unlike Splatoon, the goal of this game is not to cover the majority of the map with your paint. Instead, each team has a tank at their own spawn point, and you have to fill other teams' tanks with your paint. Once you do, that team is eliminated. Last team standing wins. Near the tanks are 2 turrets that you can refill by shooting them, and you can take over other teams' turrets with your paint by shooting them. Also, unlike Splatoon, stepping in other teams' paint doesn't affect you one bit. There are a few different type of weapons that I got unlocked while playing, but once I got the AK, I felt so overpowered because this weapon is just so good. Using it makes the game way too easy. That's probably my biggest complaint about this game. I played over 30 matches and won every single game with ease, even before I had the AK. Another complaint I have about this game is that there is only one map. This makes it very repetitive. So overall, Color Hydrant Die Battle is not necessarily a bad game, but it's not that good either. Its tedious and super easy gameplay are definitely its biggest downfalls. This leaves me the decision to leave it with a mixed review of 5 out of 10. By the way, while gathering the list of games for this video, I found 2 other games on the Play Store that are the exact same thing as this game. The second game we'll be looking at is called Paint Warrior. Released on July 28, 2021 by Hello Games Technology, this game was last updated in 2021 and has a 2.6 star rating. Getting into the game, the first thing I notice is that it's even trying to rip off the Splatoon soundtrack. Getting into the gameplay, unlike Splatoon, this is a rail shooter. You are flying around on a jetpack and your objective is to help the person on the ground get to the goal by shooting enemies and different things on the map like propellers to help a platform move or exploding balloons that take out multiple enemies at once. The controls are very simple. All you have to do is drag your finger on the screen to aim. Your character will move and shoot on their own. Each level gets progressively more difficult with different types of enemies and power-ups. The different types of enemies consist of enemies that have umbrellas that just have more HP, enemies that explode once down, snipers, and enemies with paint rollers that just run at your teammate. One thing I thought was funny is that there are just straight up mystery blocks from Mario that give you coins when you shoot them. With these coins, you can buy new weapons and power-ups and upgrade them as well. Overall, Paint Warrior is simple yet fun, but it does get kinda repetitive at times. It's like a game you'd play for a little bit to pass time once in a while. I'd give this one a 6 out of 10. Next up on the list is Paint Arena. Released on April 19, 2021 and last updated in 2023, this game has no rating listed in the Play Store. Getting into the game, you're greeted by a menu screen with 2 options, 1 player or 2 players. The one-player mode, you play against a computer that is super easy to beat. The goal is to paint as much of the ground as you can before the time runs out. At least in this one, the objective is kinda the same as Splatoon. The two-player mode just adds a second analog stick to allow a second player to control the other paint roller. Paint Arena is so simple, boring, and has little to no replayability. Gonna have to give this one a 2 out of 10, unfortunately. The final game we're looking at is Color War. Released May 20th, 2022 by Omen Games, and last updated in 2023, Color War has a rating of 4.2 stars. Upon loading the game, it takes you to a quick tutorial. After the tutorial, you get into the actual game. Pressing the play button takes you into a different game mode and map every time. It could be Team Turf War, 1v1 Turf War, 1v1 Deathmatch, or a 4-player free-for-all deathmatch. The controls are very simple. You just drag your finger to move around while your character will auto-shoot and auto-aim. Unlike Splatoon, the Turf War matches end in this hilarious-looking battle between two blob monster things, and their health is dependent on how much of the map you covered in the match. You can help your monster by shooting it to replenish health, or shooting the other team's monster. After each match, if you win, you are given 500 coins, and these coins are used to, you guessed it, buy weapons and upgrade them. I focused on buying and upgrading the most expensive gun. I was actually having a lot of fun with this game until it just out of nowhere stopped letting me move. I surprisingly won a deathmatch like this because the character still auto-aims and auto-shoots, and I just upgraded my gun so much. I tried closing and reopening the game to see if that would fix the issue. While it did fix the issue, it also deleted all of my progress, weapons, and upgrades. I started over and kept playing to see if I would run into this glitch again, and sure enough, it happened again, and I lost my progress once again. In the end, I really did like this one gameplay-wise. It genuinely had some replayability from every match being different. This one probably would have been my favorite out of the ones we've looked at today, but that glitch really just kills all hope I had for this game. I'm gonna have to give this one a 4 out of 10. In conclusion, these games were definitely not that good, but I'd say they were miles ahead of the Zelda ones we looked at last time. But for the love of God, do not try this at home. I am a professional at enduring bad games, and my actions are not to be repeated by anyone else. If you have a game that you would like me to find bootleg games on, please comment down below. I'm Random Nintendo Guy, and I'll see you next time.